Yeah, where are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, who's this Jason guy? About your family and what have you. Just let her rip, baby. Who's this Jason Galloway rock star?
Yeah, owner of Galloway Construction. We're Eastern South Dakota's premier exteriors contractor. I live in Beersford, South Dakota. I basically do exteriors. Well, we do a lot of other stuff too, but live on a little ranch in Beersford, 12 acres, raise buffalo, and also do contracting.
Okay, so we're going to get, everybody listening in, we're going to get into the contracting discussion about how he's been able to make more profits and, increase his net profit massively and all the rest of this awesome things and some of the tools that he's used. So tell us what it was like in the dark days, right? Like, the dark force, right? Like where were things at, man, when it was bad before he came to PFC as far as being in chaos, and describe that so that people can relate.
So I got into contracting. My dad's a contractor, and I have 5 brothers, and most of them are contractors. So it's, I have a support system, and I was working for somebody at the time. My wife got into grad school. And so basically I got kind of pushed into it like, hey, you got to make a better life for your family because you don't have the schedule that you need. You're not making the dollars you need to make. And so I went on my own, and basically I've paid for an education at this point. So got into it, and the first 2 or 3 years, just banging my head against the wall, could not scratch out what I would figure a decent profit to be. And even if you would make anything, then there was always the what do they call it, the profit for contractors, like the bank balance accounting. Yes. I'm sure. Yep. Yeah. So there was that, and you're like, oh shoot, I forgot about that. And you're like, man, I've got $500 now. This is great. You used to add 80,000 at the beginning of the week, and now I've got 500. And
where the hell did it all go? Right?
Yeah, and you're just one thing leads to another, and you're like, man, I got to stop doing the same thing over and over. Exactly. And I'd seen your videos a long time before I ever, looked into PFC, and I personally have been part of other coaching programs. And
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So what was that like compared to what you've experienced here so far?
It's a different.
I don't even know how you're going to answer that. So let's see.
It's a different profit for contractors is a different animal. It's very nuts and bolts. When people say, hey, we're going to help you, that it literally means, hey, spreadsheet, this is the manual, this is the spreadsheet, this is the document that you use this as your framework. And it's very, very helpful for a guy in the trades, because I'm not a Excel guru or word guru to sit down and write copy. And so it's a lot different.
So talk about, you mentioned about 1 step forward, 3 steps back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what would that actually be? Like, give us an example of like the past, whether you're getting coaching in the past or what have you, where it was like, you're banging your head. What are they giving you? Are they saying, here's the principles, but here's not the tools, or hey, this is what you got to do, you go figure it out, or what?
Basically, there's a high level of understanding. My dad's been contracting for 36 years, and so I'll call him and I'll say, hey Dad, how do I deal with this? And he'll say, well, you X, Y, and Z. And you're like, man, I don't know X, Y, or Z. And so he just told you the answer, but you don't have the A through TUV to get to X, Y, and Z. You're literally missing everything before that because you don't have that. I don't know where you're going with this, but I can tell you right now, I already know the answers to my problems because of PFC. I have to get out of my own way and do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I already know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just one very, very, very minute step at a time.
What would you say is one of the greatest values that the coaching team has helped you with? Greatest areas, maybe.
Probably helping me systematize things. So previously, when I would do takeoffs for jobs, figure out what I'm, you call them job costing.
Yep.
When I would do that previously, it was kind of like, yeah, we'll make money at that. That's good. That's a good number. And now I literally just open a spreadsheet. I have it all. I say, hey, this is exactly how many pieces of siding are going on that job. This is how many pieces of flashing. This is what I'm going to pay the guys. This is what the dump fees are. And this is what my net profit is with my overhead absorption, with break-even costs, with the taxes, with everything in there.